So I got to set the scene a little bit here so you have an understanding of what kind of went down today. We woke up this morning, day 2, at a reef that we'd never fished before. We'd spent the whole day there previously yesterday and had an absolute amazing day. Caught a heap of fish, jumped in the water. So if you missed that episode, definitely go check it out. But woke up super early, made coffee, kind of sat down. Bit of a slow start. Oh, Jesus. Didn't have to just like come in so hot with the overflow. It's still morning. That was hectic. But just made a plan for what was going to happen today, and I thought we'd do something completely different. You guys have seen us jig before, but I wanted to do a day where we went out and found a mark and fished it, and actually found really good fish in the end there. Oh. Wow. Oh, this could be the mark. And they had a really weird start. Found some really odd creatures, which you're obviously going to see, but we're now in a completely different reef, sun setting in the background, and the plan was to make our way here, and I think it was about 25 k's or something like that, and in that 25 k's we just zigzagged along, and I wanted to find an area that I could pass on to you guys as a starting point. And I promise you, in this clip I am going to put the marks, and you'll see how good this spot is. Like, I was nearly a bit tempted not to put the marks in because it's a goodie. But hey, look, you guys want to come out here and fish it, and for you guys who aren't anywhere near here, at least you guys can put in the coordinates and actually see where I'm fishing roughly, you know, like just a rough area in the world. If you guys overseas, anywhere, want to see roughly where I'm fishing, put in the coordinates, they're in here. They will be in the video somewhere. You just have to watch carefully though, because they're only going to be up for about 3, maybe 5 seconds if you're lucky, somewhere in the middle. So watch through the whole clip. I basically do a demonstration on exactly how I set up everything, what I'm using, go and find some really cool ground, and end up here. It's absolutely stunning out here. Like, we've got that going on, we've got this going on, coming on to a bit of life. Bottom's harder as well.
That was a picture. Definitely got some block and stuff.
Fish.
Definitely rubbly down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lively trout. Just shows, like, even just the exploring aspect of sounding and doing what you're doing. It's just good fish to be had. Nice bar cheek, this one. He's probably got his destiny as a rat. So we may have just found one of the strangest things I've ever come across. Been sounding around and like found this bait, and I'll show you when it comes up. And we thought it was bait. Well, it is technically, but sound is like completely flat on the bottom and just lit up green. And I was like, oh wow, it's got to be good fish down there. And we did a couple of drops, nothing. And then I felt this odd feeling on the end of my jig, wound it up, and it was a squid. So we had a bit of a sneaky suspicion that the entire area is full of squid. So Kaney's actually set up like a paternoster rig with 2 squid jigs. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. It's coming up now. The entire thing I'll put my body there so you can see. That's all squid. And it only gets more and more. We had all intentions on doing surf and turf tonight. And we were like, all we need is a couple of squid. Well, I think we've literally found the mother lode.
It's very white.
Oh, he's very little.
Very little.
He's just gonna be like,
Little entree.
put him straight on the steak. Oh, hold on. Oh yeah, Matt's bending here. Not gonna say it's the biggest squid I've ever caught, but I'm definitely bending. Are you dropping yours back down?
Yeah, I just did then.
You got him?
Yeah.
Diving? Like if you just kind of...
Yeah, I thought we were going the complete other. Is there GTs in that there?
That's bending. That's big. That's a bit big. Hold him. Hold him. We broke him. He's broken. Weird. Very weird. I can't pick this. It's got colour, just can't. Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so we'll take that one. Definitely take this one. Yeah, right. Good job, Matt. That's what you get for exploring. It's a good jobby, man. Take that any day. On a new jig too. We're definitely dropping into the probably the best zone. Oh, on the drop. That's nowhere near the bottom. What is that? Shark? Yeah. We're out a bit now, so there's gonna be a few sharks around. Quite a few.
What the fuck? I'm not even on the bottom, man.
Is that a big trout, Lord?
Oh,
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
oh.
Kaney's getting dealt to. Matt's got a big trout, Lord. Matt's gone for the good trout. I'll take that, for sure. Probably drop back down on this one. Oh, Kaney. What do I have? A cod. Oh no, oh yes, beautiful. Oh, eaten, oh, eaten, oh, eaten. Oh, that's better. That's better. Is that a fish?
Something over there. Oh, it's going over there.
Wow. Matt.
Oh.
Woo!
I just lost whatever was on mine. That is a dino.
That's a good trouty, team. That's a proper trout. You find a lot with trout when you're jigging, if you lose, like they'll always come in, they're super inquisitive, so if you lose a fish, they'll come in and like snatch at your jig straight away. But that's a great fish. He's large. It's 2 and 2 drops. Must be a decent mark. Could pass this one on. Imagine that. Can we go 3 from 3? Is that a thing? Oh, that was a mental bite. Oh. Yeah, you going over there, loaded. Oh, wow. Whew. He's still fighting. What's large? Oh, look at the sounder. Jeez. That's a proper spangly, that one. I'm going to quickly drop again. He hurt me then. Alright, so what I'll do, I'm going to give you the full rundown in my entire rig on how I set it all up. So, leader wise, got 100-pound Panderra. Length is, I always do a full stretch, and then I've probably got like half. When you're jigging, you try and go for a little bit more, because it's straight up and down. The fish will actually see the braid and see the leader. A lot of the times when you're casting and your lure's going horizontal, fish is coming in from behind, so he doesn't really see it. Whereas when you're going vertical, straight up and down, they generally come in from the side and they can see what's going on. So a little bit longer leader when you're jigging, and that way, like if you do get a fish that scuffs you up on the bottom or something like that, and you do cut off 100 or 200 mil at a time, you're always going to be still have a good leader. All I do is, you probably would have seen on a video, I do a 15 hitch FG knot, which I'll quickly scrub through. Trim that. Trim that. Jig wise, what do we got going on here? So, we're fishing 60 meters of water, and I'm going to put that's an 80 gram buffalo. Be careful of that, will get you every time. You never want to tie onto the split ring. Most jigs always come with a solid ring, which is then attached to a split ring. So you never ever tie to the split ring, you always tie to the solid, because that way you're direct contact with the hook. And if you tie to the split ring always has a possibility of opening up and straightening out and, you know, basically losing the fish. So you always want to tie direct to the solid ring, which is then attached directly to the hook. Because we've got an incoming tide, we're drifting north-south with the tide. So that's us drifting back down here. So I'm going to go back up. And I've mentioned it quite a few times, when you're actually looking for certain fish and the way you're setting yourself up to drift, they're always going to be on the pressure edge, just like GTs, just like Spanish mackerel and every other predatory fish. You're always going to find that all your fish are on the very start of the pinnacle. So you'll see I'm coming up the pinnacle now, which may be hard to see because it's zoomed in, and there's not much going on there at all. It's just in the corner you can see I'm coming up, and then as we're coming up to the very top, and as we go over the top, that's when the fish should start showing, because they'll all be on the pressure edge. So if I go here, now we're going over the pinnacle, and as you can see now the fish are starting to show there. So even though we're 60 meters down, pressure edges and current play a huge part in finding these fish. So never ever kind of like find the fish and pull up. You always want to go past them, because all those fish are waiting for stuff to come into the current. So we saw the fish on the edge there, we're just going to go like another 20 or 30 meters in front of them. Then we're going to drop down, and by the time our jig drops, it might be about 5 or 10 meters short, and we're going to jig into those active feeding fish. Just before I forget to, a few people have asked me how I connect my jigs to the leader. Just a loop knot. I'm like one of those loop knot everything. GTs, jigs, plastics, jig heads, you name it, I loop knot it. I used to do a lot of knot testing back in the day, leader testing and all that kind of stuff, figuring out what the best was. And loop knot by far is the strongest knot I can tie. Also gives the lure a bit more movement. Oh, wow, man. What the? Oh, come on. Let's play. Woo! That's a good fish. That's a very good fish. Oh, he's diving like a red. Stop it! Ah. Wow. It's either a red or a china. Wow. Oh, this could be the mark. Yeah. Come on, baby. That's a good fish. Real good fish. Whew. I wasn't ready for that. One bit. We were like stalemate there for a bit. We all know how much Matt loves his Chinaman, or how much the Chinaman love Matt. More like it. Can pull string though. See you, buddy. Put us sideways nearly. So, continuing on with where we were. We're dropping down that 80 jig. Oh, lucky fish. More fish down there, going again, straight back down. Oh wow, that was solid, man. What? Oh man, Done.
Took you?
Oh, could not. Whatever that thing was that wasn't landable. This is like one of those marks that you have to film your jig dropping, because
It gets smashed on
it
the way down.
basically gets hit if it's on the bottom or a couple hop, like literally. Look at that. What's going on? Why is he coming up? Oh. You gotta just go hard, because there is sharks here. Man. You kidding? He came up quick, this guy. Like he's stiffer than a board. You could use this thing as a straight edge. But we haven't even hit the mark yet, so I'm going to quickly deal with him. Hop. Oh, instant. Got one hop in, man. Oh. Look at this thing. Stop it. You're done. Bro. Oh, don't. Give it up. Man. Coney, it's beer o'clock.
I reckon.
I should have just known, hey, like, as soon as it could be something magical. Yeah. I mean, he's got a pretty cool head on him, this guy. But thanks for that, buddy.
We're going to 2 from 2.
2 from 2?
No,
it's like 6 from 6 over here.
No photoshopping here. No split scenes.
Nah. No camera work. No editing scenes. This is just
thing. It's a bit of a beast.
I'm being very, we're on the bottom. See how many. Wow, I got a couple jigs in then. Oh no, there he is. Dude, we're gonna have to leave soon, man. That is a tasty, tasty critter. What do you got?
That is not a tasty critter.
It is a tasty critter if you could be bothered filleting. This thing, I'd fillet this thing all day long. Yeah, just the random. It's the random things in the seat that actually.
These and like the seat box, like these are so good just to put the pliers in at the back here.
You just need plier holders. You need a random spatula. It helps when there's a lot of room and containers. Oh, the smell of that butter. How are these perfect sized little squiddies here too?
It's only fair, really, seeming to have one bit, mate. That way you eat it.
Yeah. So we've got the reef, mini reef, and the beef. Then the idea is we're going to put the butter in after the steak as well with all the leftover juices, and we're going to toast the bread on top. Well, from a day that it was pretty overcast, we even got rained on at one stage. Like, I was thinking about properly setting up the swag tonight and even doming it because I thought we were about to get nailed. And look, there is a proper storm on the coast at the moment. That guy there, you might be able to see him. There'll definitely be lightning in that soon. Like, as soon as it goes dark, we'll be able to see it. But we've got slight northerly coming in and it's absolutely perfectly clear. So I'm just going to be under the stars again. Oh, we're on here? Just dump the whole lot? Straight in. That's fucking... That's a fair bit. Can't see, now you can see. Right.
Just small feed.
Yeah. Is that hot enough for steaks?
Oh yeah.
Alright. Go it.
You want to leave that last bit for the rolls?
Yep.
The dry thing roll. That's perfect.
Good?
Yep. Launch in the middle there somewhere. Yeah. Perfect.
Try not to splat ya. Like the rings are like the like the fake ones you buy. Like, it's just soft.
Yeah. Have one of those.
Oh no, I just ate it. I ate 10 before. Oh, I want to try a flat one. Yeah. Nailed that. Alright, dinner, we have a couple of eye fillets with lightly toasted Turkish bread and garlic butter with a little bit of steak topper. And of course, a little bit of greenery there. Yes, please, for the water. Sun setting in the background. Hope you enjoyed the day, guys. I'm gonna eat this and set the swag up and completely pass out. Tomorrow, we're gonna try go chase a big redfish. So first thing in the morning, it's gonna be just high enough. We're gonna poke over the edge of this reef, burn back probably 50 k's back towards home. A tiny little pinnacle there that either it's big time hit or miss. So hopefully day 3 we can nail something really good in the morning and then keep poking back before that wind picks up. But till then,